Alright, welcome to the video this week. I am doing some training. I got a 70.3 coming up in about 30 days. But I have people all the time ask me about training and what I do and how I get started. And my mind was like, one and done. Now, that's not always the case. When you do one and done, it's almost impossible. So, one and done, here's what it looks like. But I'm going to warn you, it is addicting. A good addiction. Healthy heart, healthy exercise is everything. So let's break it down. Short and sweet. My training plan every day of every week. 365. Here's what it looks like. Monday is a swim. Tuesday is a swim. Wednesday is a run. Thursday is a swim. Friday is a run. And you save Saturday for your bike. A lot of things people say and do are like, oh, you gotta do a bike on Monday. Me personally, I would like to bike every night, 10 to 30 minutes on my trainer if it allowed me. But you have family time and, you know, that's priceless. So, back to the training schedule. Saturday, open water swim. Lucky's is my choice over in Orlando, Florida. Number 2 is a bike ride. A long, cruel, vicious bike ride. Sunday, long run. Alright, now what does it look like for a sprint, a half, a full? The sprint would be 15 minutes on Monday, swim. Tuesday, 15 minutes, swim. Wednesday, 3 mile, 5K'er. Thursday would be a swim, 15 minutes. And then Friday will be your run. Saturday would be your open water swim, 15 minutes plus. And then Saturday would be your long bike ride. Depends on what discipline you're doing. If you're doing a sprint, it's 13 miles. If you're doing a half marathon, it on the bike, I'm sorry, yeah, half Ironman is 56, and then a full Ironman is 112. So those are your 3 right there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna times it by 15. So let's just say one and done, easy. So if you're doing a half Ironman, you do 30-minute swim Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And you do a 5K run on Wednesday, right? And then Friday would be your 5K run, just kind of a warm-up run. And then Saturday would be your bike. So when you're doing a half, for instance, it's 56 miles. So you want to work up to that and then conquer that. And then there's a whole nother other video for tapering down. So Monday, for instance, if you were training for a sprint, 15-minute swim. If you were training for a half, 30-minute swim. If you were training for a full, 45-minute swim. And then you add those up throughout the week, and you can get anywhere from 3 to 4 hours of training done, or 10 to 12 hours of training done. Depends on how long you do on your bike ride. So someone just asked me about a training plan. This is really simple. Sprint, half, and full. And you just times them. You times them by 1. So 15, 30, and 45. It's very easy. I mean, you're not gonna win the thing. Obviously, if you want to win it, then you need to look at a whole different training plan, hire a coach. I'm big on coaches. And look at, you know, mileage. Mileage is a big thing. Like, for instance, when I run a marathon, I might train 26 to 30 miles a week. When I do a half marathon, I might do, half that. I might do 13 to 15 miles a week. When I train for a 5K, I'm probably going to do anywhere from, 3 to 8 miles a week. And it's never on the same day. You would break it up, and that way you build that up, and then when you get to your race, then it's just everything's gonna jive and work out perfectly. That's the biggest thing with athletes, is they train. And also remember too, when you train, make sure you have fun. And they get results. I'm not taking the results away from them, but at the same time, that's their revenue. That's how they pay their bills. A professional athlete, that's everything to them. Now us, working a 9-to-5 job, coming home training a couple hours a day. Even in my off season, I'm training. Now I might scale it back. So say right now I'm training for a half. So my swim, Monday, I like to do 45 minutes because I'm trying to be competitive. I'm not trying to, one and done. I want to definitely get to Kona. So my training plan is a little bit different. My Tuesday swim is 45 minutes. My Wednesday run is 3 to 4 miles at a 7-8 minute pace. So real strong, powerful run. My Thursday can be a long bike ride depending on my day off. My days off change from Thursday to Saturday. So it consists of at least a swim for 45 minutes, maybe a bike ride. If I am doing Thursday training and I'm off that day, it'll be a 30 to 45 minute open water swim or a bike. I use about 75 miles on the bike. Sometimes I do 100, just depends on how I feel, and I really push myself. And then always remember, key, you have to listen to this part. Run off the bike. ROTB. Run off the bike. Do a mile. Do 2 miles, 3 miles, just to get your running legs in there. Because I'm telling you right now, if you've never done a triathlon, you're going to feel like rubber. So get your running legs, and you do it a few times, it won't bother you. Like right now, I don't really need to do a run off the bike. I do like doing a run off the bike, but at the same time, it's one of those things where I'm just like, I do it for a challenge, because I want it. Like the other day, I did a run off the bike. I did 75 miles. I got off the bike and ran 7-minute pace. That's huge. But at the same time, let's back up to swimming. I always overdo it when I swim. So when I'm swimming, I'm doing 146 pace, 150 pace, something like that for the first 4 strokes, and I'm out of breath. And then I get into my zone and I just chill. Zone, chill. 2 minutes, 228 pace, 224, right around there. And then I'm changing up in the pool. I'm using swim fins. I'm using pool buoy. Any kind of tool that I can use to change it up so it's not just the same old in and out swim. Like today, I swam across and back. I got a PR. I had a 146 pace for 1,500 meters, did it in 24 minutes. I was flying today. Sometimes, and also, throw this in there, the biggest key component is rest. So I don't like resting, but we did have a TS Nicole come through and do some damage, winds, rain, so it kind of put a damper on the training for 2 days. So up to that, I trained for 31 days straight since the last hurricane, and then hit us another hurricane, and I took off Thursday and Friday. I feel great. I probably did really good on my swim because I took those 2 days off. If not, I would have done, probably 2 minute, 228, something like that. But you know what? I pushed through and I did a really good job. I'm really pleased. I can reach around and, pat myself on the back. But I wouldn't have had that if I hadn't had the 2 days off. Now, I will tell you, mentally, they will mess with your mind. man, I could be doing something. You feel so guilty. What's it, like 14 days to make a habit? And I've been doing this for a couple years now. So definitely good information. I just want to come in here real quick, share, update you. Ironman Florida in like 29 days. My training's going perfect. No injuries. I feel good. Everything is great. Yeah. So I'm going to try to get on here next week. It's a little easier to do it on the phone. The video quality is probably a little bit better. I tried to do my GoPro, but it was dead, so I left it in the car. So let me do the phone. Let me try this. Get a nice place. You got the little fountain in the background. You got the gazebo above you. It's perfect. I need to find better little, places like this to do videos. It's a little more entertaining, and you could turn me off and listen to the sound of the fountain if you wanted to. But once again, thank you for watching. This is this week's video. And remember, stay safe, stay hydrated, and have fun.